Now, I've been playing Battlefield games for quite a while, on and off. I've always been more of a COD player, to be honest. I've definitely spent more time on COD games, and I've only really been playing Battlefield since Battlefield 4. Now, if I'm honest, my first ever experience on Battlefield was actually Battlefield 4 for the Xbox 360, which had 12 people per team, so it had 24 player servers in total, and this was on the same Conquest maps. As you can imagine, the graphics weren't particularly nice either. But this was my first experience with Battlefield. And to be honest, 14-year-old me was more than happy with this setup. And when I finally did manage to get a PlayStation 4 for myself, the first ever game I had for that was Battlefield 1. Yeah, I was pretty over the moon with that game, and I'd say I'd spent a lot of time on Battlefield 1, potentially even more time than Battlefield 4. And I absolutely love that game. And after that, my interest for Battlefield games sort of just died away because, let's be honest, Battlefield 5 was not the greatest of games. It was more like a copy and pasted Battlefield 1 with, well, just slightly more generic, boring World War II setting with a bunch of one-armed women running around. But I did eventually cop Battlefield 5 on discount, and I've got to say it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't anything special. I spent a bit of time on Battlefield 5. I tried Battlefield Hardline out, didn't particularly like it. It was just another generic sort of lesser version of Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. And then, of course, Battlefield 2042 rocked around, and, well, to be fair, I didn't really mind the game as much as some other people did. If anything, I somewhat enjoyed it, but I also didn't spend too much time playing that. And but I've got to say that the last couple of Battlefield games have been nothing compared to this, because I've actually had a lot of fun on Battlefield 6. I mean, a lot of fun. It's a surprisingly good game. It's very good. I was quite impressed by the destruction. I know that Battlefield 3 and I think Battlefield Bad Company, the older Battlefield games that I never really played, also had fairly impressive similar destruction, but it is kind of crazy just walking around a building and the floor falls out from underneath you. And I do love the gunplay. It's very satisfying. Granted, my experience with Battlefield 6 didn't start off that well because I had crossplay on. I was getting absolutely trashed by sweaty PC players. So yeah, I'd recommend if you are on console, turn crossplay off, and your experience with Battlefield 6 will improve tenfold. Yeah, this game is so much better when you're playing on a level playing field. But other than that, I've got to say it's a pretty good game. I definitely recommend it.